Hello everyone, welcome. So today we are doing something fun, and in by fun I mean in just few minutes we are going to build a complete developer portfolio website and we'll deploy it live in just few minutes. And you can even share that link with your other friends as well, without the need of any coding stuff. There is no templates, no manual coding, just AI. And I know it sounds a bit crazy, but I will prove it in few minutes. So let me open that page. So a quick intro about me. I am Avinandan, organizer of GDG Jammu and host for you today's session. And I love to publish Android application on Google Play Store. And few of them already crossed millions of downloads. You can check it out on Google Play Store under Trilokia Inc. Apart from Android development, I used to explore AI tools that really make difference in my productivity. And today we are going to talk about the two tools from the Google. One is Stitch and another is Antigravity. And honestly, when you use both these tools together, it feels like an cheating. And literally mean cheating. It just works so smoothly that you don't need any other things, right? For the basic stuff. So this is the whole roadmap for today's workshop. You can pause the video and explore the whole website. And let me just start with the Google Stitch. Think of it as in your personal designer, where you just tell him what you want and it will design particular website and or Android any mobile application. And there is no drag and drop tool, nothing else, just a basic natural language description, and Google Stitch will do their part. And it feels and you when you use it, it feels like a magic, literally magic. And the other stuff is Antigravity IDE. It is not just an IDE like a regular IDE, just auto promote, auto correct your prompt, but it really understands the context of your project. By context, I mean think you are building a website and you want to optimize this for your mobile application. You can just ask him to update the website with the mobile responsive design, and it will do the required changes, right? So when you use both together, so let's just move on to checklist. So first you need a Google account. You can see I already have that. Then you need a GitHub account. If you don't have, you can sign up here, and we need it later, right? Okay. And you have to download the Antigravity IDE as well. So you can click here, download as per your OS, and I have already downloaded. You can see it here, right? And lastly, you need a Git as well, local Git. So along with the GitHub, you need a Git. You can install it from here, and make sure you logged in with the same GitHub account, right? So to verify it whether it got installed properly, just type Git, and here we go, right? Okay, let's close it. Further, you can also claim Google Cloud credits that you can use to explore other AI stuff from Google as well. You just click here and make sure you want this account or another account. Click here and it will be transferred into your account. So here comes the interesting part. First, we will start with the starter repo. Click here. Then you have to move on to the form. There is no need to change anything, just keep it default and click pop. So basically it contains a placeholder files that we will use to update in our future, right? So it has already created a repository under my profile. I just click here code and copy the link and open IDE. Here we can clone. You can use even clone GitHub, or for the sake of simplicity I paste the URL and it will ask me for the location. Here it is, and it is installed. Now you can see it has already copied, or you can say downloaded all the files in the repository in the local system. Now one thing is done. Now move on to the next interesting part. You can say magical part, that is Google Stitch. So make sure you're using the same account. So for today we're going to develop a website, so I click on website, and these are different models. Let's try with the thinking model. It will take few minutes, but it will do much better task. Okay, so you have to write the design what you want to develop. So just watch it here how I write, and you can even add more context according to your skill set. Okay? Okay, so I just gave a bit of context how I want my website. So let's just click on generate. It will take few more time than a basic flash model, but I assure you it worth the wait. You can even pause the video and try your own prompt. You can give a reference from other website as well. Like you want to design website similar to Apple or Google, you just name that website, add reference, and what kind of component you want. Like here using a transparent glass effect. You can even mention in the prompt as well. You want to add elements in your website, like glass effect, or you need any particle animation as well. So this is just a design part, and here is our color palettes which Stitch is using in my portfolio. So you can see it created a very beautiful website. Now if you want to change, you can add any changes, but for this workshop I am happy with that. So you need to synchronize the stitch design with your anti-gravity project. Okay, so I will go on settings. Since I have already created key, let me just delete and recreate it so that you can see. Okay, I will create an API key and copy it. You will move back. You can name it if you want to name, like for your home. Okay, and you can just move on to the anti-gravity. You want to click on 3 dots, MCV server, and you have to see the stitch. Since I have already installed, you can click here and it will ask for that key. Okay, so let me just click here and save. It will take hardly a few seconds. So it has already saved the details. Now you can back to agent. I have already selected the AI 3.1 Gemini Pro. Now you can write a prompt, simple command type based on my research. You can name it here, like spot for your home. Nothing fancy, just telling Antigravity to update the file based on the stitch design and other related files. Okay. So what NCV is doing, it's connecting both the tool like in bridge. So we don't need to manually copy that stitch design. Even you can export it from here as well. Share, and you can share that where it is. Here it is, select all, and then you can click on what type of format you want. Stitch file, rect, MCV, zip file here, but it provides a manual stuff. Ask me to run a prompt, I will give it a run. Now you can see what it's trying to do. Just run. Okay. So it has already updated the files. So right now you can open that HTML file in basic Chrome, or you can use the terminal command as well, but I will ask the agent to do it. Let's see what it does. Okay. Okay. Now you can see it run the website on my local server like that. Now it is using a kind of a agent, a Chrome agent automation to analyze the design and how the website is working. You can see taking a screenshot and then going to analyze that screenshot. I really like that part. I think it's done with the testing of website. So one thing I noticed is that header animation is not working along with the sections. Let's just update that as well. And yes, there is your animation set in the background. Okay. You can see it's completely uh, providing the description about what it's trying to do is run the local server from where we can view our website. Along with that, there's a rendering preview as well. Okay, now we're trying to update the headers and trying to add a particle effects in the background. So it has updated the file. Let's see what it has done. So it has updated the elements. Let's see why. Okay. I'm not unable to find any effects, unfortunately. Let me try again. Okay. So it is trying to learn this stuff. So let's wait for this time how it works. Okay, so you can see it has added an effect. Okay, hopefully this time it works. It's still thinking. Yes, you can see there is a particle effects, and yes, the section is working properly. You can see, right? Yes, it is working. There's animation between the header as well. So now you have to push your repository on the GitHub. Let's just generate a comment for it. So it write feature redesign portfolio landing page with tailwind and the custom branding, right? So I just write commit and will sync with it. So basically it will push the local code to the origin server on the GitHub. So it is live. So let's open our GitHub. Okay. So you can see it has updated 3 files, right? Now we have to deploy it live on GitHub, right? So let's move on to the settings. There is pages, keep it mean and save. Now in few minutes your website will be live on GitHub and you can literally see in actions. Here it is trying to deploy your build. It is not queued at the moment, but in few seconds it will be live with your URL. Let's wait for a few seconds and it is in progress. Once it will live, okay. So once you done that, you can even submit your portfolio to showcase it here along with your other friends. So I have already created another portfolio website, but let's go with here. Let's see our file is live, is not. So it is already live. You can click here and here is the URL, and here you can see with the URL. Just copy that URL. Okay, so you can give the answer as per your interaction with this workshop and click submit. Once you're done, it will be showcased here. You can see. Thank you. So in today's workshop, we built a website in under 30 minutes, and we started with using Google Stitch for design, and then Antigravity for just perfect the imperfection in our Stitch design, and even fixing few bugs. And lastly, we deployed live on GitHub using Google GitHub Pages. So thank you, and I request you to share it here so that others can also see what you have built in this Build with AI workshop. And don't forget to claim your badge for the Build with AI workshop. And that's all. And before we wrap up, I have a small tip for all the developers. So there is a website called skill.sh. So it basically is skill set for your AI agents. Like you are using Antigravity, there is kind of a few agents you can see here. So it is a kind of a agents plugins that specialize in particular task. Like you can see in front-end design, you can simply click here, copy that in Antigravity, open terminal, and just click here. It will ask you for the prompt. I say yes. It will install for the project. I will yes and yes. It's done. Now you can see there is a new skill log.json in our project file. See .agent.skill. So now when you try to update the file or you try to create a project, it basically see this instruction in skill.md file, which is specialized for the designing part. So that is quite useful. I request you to try it yourself and do submit your submission in this community showcase page. So thank you everyone for joining me. Keep shipping, keep building. Thank you.